Tell us something in the comments. Let us interact. Let us reply. It's fun.
Do you feel good about that now?
No, because you fucking ruined it.
We did ruin it. We did ruin it a little bit.
I thought I had it.
Made it better.
Fuck you both.
Remains
Fuck
to be
you
seen.
both.
Remains to be seen. All right, let's.
I quit. Clap off.
The clapper.
This is a very inappropriate clapper for this show.
Wow.
Wow, what a hole.
Dude.
Unless we're talking about a butthole and what comes out of it. Do I have to do it again?
That's accurate. I don't think so.
I was talking while you did it.
I know.
I cut it off with the
It's
clapper.
fine. It should be fine. It's fine.
It's fine. It's fine.
It's fine. And welcome back to another episode of Anime Shmanime, where we try to get Jordy to love anime just as much as we do.
Is it working?
Well, this one... So, okay, guys. First of all, we're going to spoil the fuck out of everything.
Big time.
Big time. But this is Jay's pick, okay?
Do you get a sense of Jay's lane yet? Do you guys have a sense of like what Jay likes?
Can you imagine them with dragon horns?
Yeah, Asobi Asobase is what we're doing. And honestly, so I actually, out of all the anime I've seen, I've never seen this one.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, mainly because I'm not too into comedy.
Okay.
It's like...
I usually am not either.
Yeah.
It's a rare one for me.
I feel like this is a weird one because I'm so on the fence about it. And I legitimately have never felt really uncomfortable with an anime before, but this one actually made me feel
Hold
uncomfortable.
on a second, Mikey.
I can't wait to dissect that. I can't wait to dig in. I hope you're okay with opening that box of worms, my friend.
Because okay. Let me tell you this.
Or do we want to get into it later?
Well, I don't know. Okay, we'll get
into it later.
Yeah, Jordy, do you have a description?
Yeah, I do. Yeah. I was calling it Asobi Asobase, like Asobase. So I guess I was wrong.
Asobi Asobase.
To me, this show
It's a
watches like
beautiful
it's like an alternate timeline Golden Girls prequel.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No, I guess in a weird way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess so.
Yeah. They're so wholesome,
Yeah.
but they're funny and a little dirty.
Yeah.
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 But they're also just like a weird like mismatched group of friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. For sure.
Yeah.
A very unique trio for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just like the Golden Girls.
Yeah, it's
the
true,
Golden
it's
Girls
true.
3 or 4.
Thank you
Four.
for being a friend.
It's 4. I'm
Yeah.
pretty
Okay.
sure.
So it's a 3-member version. Of the
Yeah,
Golden
but
Girls.
one
Well,
of
I
them
mean,
was-
it could be 4 with that crazy fucking occult.
Oh yeah, the classmate. Yeah.
You can pick a bunch of the satellite characters
Yeah.
and call them the 4th if you wanted to.
Sure.
Yeah.
Either way, same vibe, just much younger, and only one of them is white.
and speaks English very well.
Yeah, does she though?
No.
Oh, Olivia.
Okay.
Okay, Mikey, get into a little bit about why you feel uncomfortable about this show.
So okay, this is the thing. There is a certain amount of anime bullshit that everybody has a tolerance for.
Mine
right?
is low.
Yours is very low.
Yeah.
Mine is very high.
Yeah.
Right?
The highest I've come across, maybe, my whole life.
I would agree.
Yeah, and I guess it's because like maybe I don't watch a lot of comedy like this.
Sure.
And it's like take all that anime bullshit that you would see in all across anime, like in a season you might get like maybe one joke an episode or every 2 episodes, depending on how serious that anime is, right?
Mm-hmm, yeah.
And this is like take all that bullshit of all these seasons and then just cram it into 3 little girls and have it like shit out a laser beam, literally.
Well, yeah, that does happen.
Yeah. I loved every second of it.
Yeah.
Had a great time with it.
I mean, that's
and this is why I'm on the fence with it, because my tolerance is high. I do love that bullshit in like other shows like sprinkled in.
Yeah.
Right. But it almost felt too much for me.
Yeah.
But at the same time, because I love the medium so much, it like still gets a pass. And it's like
He's gonna piss both of us off
Nothing
today.
doesn't get a pass for you, Mike.
You understand that?
Yeah.
He's gonna piss both of us off for different reasons.
I love it.
And this was the first time I actually like felt, because normally, okay, this is gonna sound really bad.
Let's go. Let's go down this road, buddy.
Let's get it out.
Because normally, like, you know how I say like I have a waifu, I can find a waifu in almost any anime, right?
Yeah, tell me who yours is in this show.
So I don't have one.
You
Good?
Good.
No,
yeah.
no, I couldn't. I can't.
You shouldn't.
I shouldn't. Yeah, and actually, those scenes made me uncomfortable.
There's one teacher who has like a Twitter dating profile who you could choose.
Yeah, but no, she's not.
But her bangs.
Yeah,
Yeah, you had a good point. So here's the thing, Mikey. Everything you're describing that makes it weird to you, like that's the source of this show's humor, right?
Yeah.
They picked a lane.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right? They basically the reason it's funny is because everything is overemphasized.
Yeah.
Right?
Everything is a joke all of the time.
Everything, constantly.
If they're not setting up a joke, they're acting
yeah.
out a trope.
Yeah.
Yes.
From anime that is very self-referential,
Yes.
that
Exactly.
is very self-aware,
Yeah.
you know what I
Yes.
mean, at all times. Otherwise, they're literally just setting up and executing on joke after joke after joke.
Yes.
The
Yeah.
show plays out like a series of little vignettes.
Yeah, it's
Yep.
three little
into
vignettes
their,
per episode, right?
into their daily life at school.
Yeah.
And it is just this free, open, like breathable anime to me,
Mm-hmm.
where they're just like, it doesn't fucking matter that we take 15 minutes to set up this one joke.
Yeah.
It doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah.
With this show, why would that matter?
I actually felt it kind of reminded me a little bit like a comic strip. Everything was clean and tight, and there was a punchline at the end of every single one.
Yeah, well, I mean, they do section them off that way, right? In
Yeah.
each episode, like,
Yeah.
they have like 4 different like
Chapters.
in
Yeah.
each episode. I
Yeah.
get the other thing that really kind of got to me a little bit. I was like, okay, I do recognize it. Some parts of it was really funny. Well, I wouldn't say really funny, but like I definitely got a lot of good chuckles out of me.
I laughed
good.
pretty
Okay.
hard a few times too, dude.
Yeah.
Pretty hard, man.
Like,
Yes.
oddly.
Listen, I don't care. This is going to be a great episode, guys. Please stick around till the end. But I will say, I don't care what the fuck is said from here on out. I win.
Okay, well, let me get into some of the things that bothered me a bit about it.
Okay.
So first off, like because of the vignette kind of like makeup of the show, it made it feel like a long watch. It's only 12 episodes.
It feels longer.
But I felt like I
agree.
watched a fucking marathon of
I
this
agree.
shit.
Yes.
And also it's really fast paced because there's 3 main plots for every 20-minute episode, right?
Yeah.
So I felt like I was missing shit. Also, there's no dub. And apologies to everybody, but like I'm a dub guy. I'm watching dubs because I'm doing other shit while I'm watching the anime. I'm sorry, I'm a multitasker. And so that made it in the end, I think
Hammer him in the comments.
you can hammer me as hard as you want. I'm down for it.
He likes a good hammering.
You know,
You can hammer me.
so here's the thing. I feel like I missed a bunch of shit. And that kind of a little bit bummed me out because I was like, I probably missed
You
some
did.
good laughs.
You did, because
Yeah.
I've watched this all the way through probably 3 or 4 times
Yeah.
now.
No,
Yeah.
you didn't.
Oh yes, dude. This is another one of those things I revisit when
No, this is a single watch anime.
No. When I want to smile and when I want to laugh.
No, this is a single watch anime.
guaranteed-
This is
guaranteed to make me fucking
it's
bust
Jay's
my gut,
version
dude.
of like The Office or or Seinfeld. The Seinfelds.
The Seinfeld.
But it's like it's
a
something
comfort
you just
watch.
throw on just when you're hanging, chilling.
It's a comfort watch.
You got 20
Yeah.
minutes. You're gonna eat a meal and then you got to go. You throw it on.
I was introduced to this in a group of friends that we all sat down to watch, and we all laughed a lot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it was a fun social kind of
yeah.
just a fun thing. It's like how people used to get together to watch The Office. You
Yeah.
know what I
Yeah.
mean, or whatever.
Yeah,
Like
totally.
it's a good, fun, light watch.
I actually think I agree with you that it would have been even funnier to watch with somebody.
That's the
if
thing.
the 3 of
I
us watched
agree.
this together, guys,
We would have been dying laughing.
Yeah, I think it
so
would have
hard.
been much more enjoyable. I think this is an anime
Yeah.
that should be consumed like simulcast once a week. It was hard to binge.
It is hard.
It is
I
hard
agree.
to binge. Like
Sure.
I
Give you
think
that.
if I watched this while it was simulcasting once a week,
Yeah.
I think I would have enjoyed it a lot more.
Yeah.
I also think that this is oddly the 3 of us in these characters.
Save that because I want to know who we are. We'll get to that in the characters.
Yeah. That'll be interesting to see. That'll be really
Because
interesting
I
to see.
really do like see a lot of us in these characters.
Oh my god, I can't wait till you tell me who you think we are. Before we move on to Senpai's Corner, while we're on the topic of it being fast paced and me missing shit, I have like a couple of notes that from my notepad that I literally could not put into context.
Okay.
And I think they might frame to someone who hasn't seen the show like what you're about to get into. So I'm going to read them. There's only 4 of them. The muscly beetle. I have no memory of that. Voodoo poop doll.
Oh my god.
I barely remember that.
That's so good, dude.
Yeah.
Filming a space porno with Star Wars poster that I hate. I remember the Star Wars poster, but I don't remember that episode.
Yeah.
And the last thing I wrote was Crazy Baby, and I don't remember that either.
Oh yeah, the fucking mafia baby.
Oh yeah.
So
okay.
that's just like a little bit of context to show you kind of how all over the map this show is if you've never seen it before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And it's like, it's because it's a slice of life comedy, because that's what it is, right?
Sure.
Like, there's no undertone as far as like an arc, really. They're like, I don't
teensy
like,
bit.
a little bit, but not really.
But
They're
it's more
just- they're-
context
They're
and
trying to
concept.
keep their group together,
Yeah.
their club together.
Yeah.
That's really the only overarching plot. you
For
got.
sure, yeah.
Yeah. But the moments that I really loved were like kind of like the Junji Ito. I know you don't know what this is, but you know what this is, right? Like
yeah.
where the punchline comes or whatever, and they're just not impressed, and all of a sudden, like their face turns into like a ghoul kind of looking face, or like
Yeah.
They
Like-
do a lot with facial expressions in this
Yeah.
show. Like
And
it's-
lighting and
it's a huge part, and like stylistic changes as well
Yeah.
in the animation style, and like that's where it gets really self-referential, very self-aware. Like this is
super meta.
this is like an anime for fans of anime.
Sure.
Like
Yeah.
you have to understand anime tropes and
Yeah.
and
To the umpteenth degree.
yeah.
And anime bullshit to the umpteenth degree.
Yes, that's right. That's right.
And to your guys' benefit, to just show you're doing good work, I caught a lot of them.
yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of the tropes.
yeah.
I caught a
Nice.
lot of them.
Yeah.
There's a lot of them
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
catch.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
shooting fish in a barrel there, but I'll give it to you.
All right, cool. Hell yeah. Do you want to give me some history while you're giving it to me?
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah. So unsurprisingly, this is based off of a manga,
Okay. Makes sense.
which is very common. So Asobi Asobase is a Japanese manga series written and illustrated by Rin Suzukawa, which may surprise you to know is a woman.
Why would that surprise me?
Because for some reason,
A lot of mangakas are men.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
And a lot of Japanese men like to write about little girls.
I believe
Yeah.
that too.
And so to find one genuinely made by a woman
Yeah.
is refreshing, I think. You know
I
what
would
mean?
say that
It's like My Dress Up Darling,
Yeah.
right? Like I love that one.
Yeah.
without
written by
having
women.
thought about it too much, that kind of does make sense. Like they weren't overly objectified. You know what I mean? It didn't feel like I was watching a man's opinion on 3 little girls.
Right.
Yeah, because there wasn't like really fan service really in it.
I mean, there's some boob talk, but it's in the context of like young girls
Talking
Humor.
about
talking
boobs.
about their bodies. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, conversations they would really
it's,
have.
It's not
Yeah.
like blatant like
exploitation.
kind of stuff, right?
Yeah,
Totally.
Yeah. So it began serialization in Hakusensha's Young Animal Densi website in June 2015. It has been compiled into 13 tankobon volumes as of January 2022. And the anime television series, which we just watched, was adapted by Lurch and aired in Japan from July to September 2018. So Lurch would be an animation studio you might know from doing work on our favorite monster Musume.
Wow.
Yeah, and
Very strange that these two exist in that scene.
and Assassination Classroom would be another one most people might
Yeah.
know, and a few of the Fate series OVAs. But
What you don't know is Monster Musume and this are the same universe. You should look
Is
it
that
up.
why why there's a crazy muscly beetle and dude has a fucking laser coming out of his ass?
Okay, no, I'm totally bullshitting, but
Hey, could be though.
so the plot: the series centers on Hanako Honda, Olivia, and Kasumi Nomura, second-year students at an all-girls middle school, and the only 3 members of the Pastimers Club. a not officially recognized club within the school.
They're just like squatters.
Literally.
Yeah.
The club has very ambiguous goals, usually consisting of whatever so-called pastimes the girls happen to think up.
Yeah.
That's basically it for the plot.
That's it. That's all. That's what it is, yeah.
But as I said, the 12-episode anime television series was directed by Seiji Kishi and aired again July 8th to September 23rd, 2018. The opening theme song is called Three Piece or Suri Pisu.
Okay.
Well, the ending theme song is Inkya Impulse or Inkya Inparusu. Both by Hinakino Rika Nagase and Konomi Kohara, which are the voices of the three girls. So
Okay, cool.
They get to serenade you at the beginning with very cute, soft singing, which, to be honest, that song at the beginning legit cracks me up every time for some reason.
Yeah.
Like how serious
It's like
these three clowns are being.
Yeah.
in
it's
that
intentionally misleading.
Yes.
You know what I
Oh,
mean?
yeah.
It's setting the scene for the show you think you're getting.
Opening. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And knowing that that's not the case for whatever reason always
Yeah.
cracks me up when I watch that intro now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it feels like a cutesy high school girls club
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
anime.
Yeah.
Which it is, I guess, technically.
But also at the same time is so not. You know?
It's like if these girls were like decided as part of their club they were going to make a TV show and film an intro for it. That's the intro they would make, not knowing that they're misleading everybody. They'd be like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, this is our show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah,
what
yeah.
our show is."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, and then obviously the ending song as well.
It's pummeling.
That one threw me way off.
I loved
And
it.
every time I went through like the episodes because I always watch the OP like first or like a couple times just to recognize it and learn
Sure.
it, right? But then I'll skip it if I'm binging something.
Okay.
Or even like when I'm simulcasting. But then it's like, then all of a sudden when the show ends and then just the hard breakdowns
Yeah.
come in.
I love it.
Straight up fucking like metalcore death metal
Yeah.
time, dude.
It's the first time I've heard that kind of vibe in an anime like intro or outro that actually like holds up to the genre.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's very conducive.
It's
right?
a hard song, dude. Like
Yeah.
I will literally be adding that to playlists. Like it fucking goes, man.
I mean, the vocals aren't that hard.
No.
No, but it's
the riffs are hard.
But it's so funny because you listen to it and like you really do feel like fucking Olivia and Hanako and stuff are
Yeah.
like in the fucking studio screaming this shit out, giving
Yeah.
it their all, right?
And like to put it in context of what I said before, the intro is like what they would make if they were making an intro to a show. The outro is what they would make after they watched their show and realized how much of a disaster it fucking was. So it kind of does bookend each episode
Yeah.
really perfectly. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's
Yeah.
true. And then the first few episodes had the little puppets at the end. I
That's
don't know if
right.
you saw
Yeah,
that.
like a little like felt puppet theater type thing at the end.
I don't know if I saw that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was
you wouldn't.
very slapstick.
yeah, because you wouldn't go that far.
No, you're right.
Like actually, if you can imagine ramping up the slapstick of
Yeah.
the show,
Yeah.
they would act that out with little, really horrible hand puppets at
Okay.
the end.
Well,
yeah,
that's funny.
like
theater
wool
style.
puppets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cute.
But yeah, so that's about it. So
right.
why don't we dig in here?
All right. Well, usually we start talking about the world, but like there's nothing to say.
Yeah, it's
their
just
classroom.
Japan in the classroom.
Yeah. That's it.
Yeah, that's it. And then we kind of talked about music already a little
We did,
bit.
so we can skip over that too. Let's
Yeah.
talk about the art, I suppose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the art, as I said earlier, the art, I wanted to say emphasizes, but I almost want to go and say delivers the comedy. It is the
Yes.
vessel for the comedy.
Yes,
Yes.
it is.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yep.
obviously, there's joke writing, and each little vignette is a joke contained.
Mm-hmm.
But the art is the conduit for which they tell the joke.
Yes.
Yeah,
Right?
because without those facial expressions, especially like when Hanako like makes the one where she all of a sudden she has these big like eyes
Yeah.
that kind of look like that painting. Who's that painting? They made a documentary of the artist.
Dude, we're anime people. Not
Well, I know,
painting
but
people.
there's
I went to art school,
Yeah, she went to
motherfucker.
art, yeah, she went to
I
art school.
dropped out, but
Yeah.
still.
I'm the- I'm
it's
the
like-
dumb one,
It was,
sorry.
it was the woman who made all the big eye painting, and then the boyfriend or the husband was trying to take credit for it. Do you know who I'm talking
Oh,
about?
I'm sorry, I don't, dude.
Oh, fuck. Shweebs will help me out. Yeah, you guys probably
Yeah.
know. But anyway,
But yeah, that
I get
face,
you.
digress.
that
but
face
that
gotcha.
face,
Yeah.
and then not to mention, and they have like the weird pout lips, but then they don't have a nose. And then the nose, like not having the nose, got to me. But then
Interesting.
others, like when with regular anime,
Yeah.
sometimes when they're making the cute regular anime art, there's still no nose, and that's fine.
Yeah.
But it feels like
Usually those little things,
uncomfortable.
usually those facial feature things bother me. I didn't even notice that this time.
Oh no, I felt so uncomfortable with some of those.
Interesting.
Those things, because it was just like so extreme, one to the other, right? And usually, if it's in an anime and just sprinkled in out of nowhere, and they're just kind of making a light joke, and then I go back to the regular anime, because that's the anime bullshit that I'm talking about, right? You know, how much of a tolerance you have for that.
Yeah.
Some animes have more of that sprinkled in than others.
Yeah.
This one, it was just like, wow.
Yeah, like
I
as
like
an
the
example,
contrast.
one that Jay hasn't seen, but one of my early anime shows I watched was Full Metal Alchemist.
Yeah.
And they often revert to that trope where like they'll become 2D animation, like super plain, fine line for a second when they're freaking the fuck out as a joke. You know what I mean? And it's funny, you know what I mean? This whole show is that.
Yes.
But that's the thing is like
to the umpteenth degree.
Yeah.
where you're liking that word umpteenth today.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Yeah.
Sorry, dude. I noticed it a few times. I haven't heard that word in a long time.
How many teeths are
Well, that's that's the thing though. This just takes it all there, right?
Yeah.
Like,
but like I think with I usually get hung up on art styles as well, and I usually. I like when things stick to a certain art style and when they're loyal to that art style. I really appreciate that. I think my understanding of this one, I never really established a single art style. So I never felt like it was like betrayed necessarily by anything.
Around so much.
Yeah. So
like the
that
art style
almost
itself is variety.
Exactly. That literally became the style, was that it was always in flux.
Yeah.
And I was basically excitedly anticipating every shift and every turn, you know what I mean? And it happens quick as fuck, right?
Yeah.
And that's the other thing that I wanted to mention as well about this, and you'd mentioned it before as kind of like a downside, I guess, is the speed at which they're rifling through things, right?
Totally.
And I think to us, obviously, reading subtitles and being non-Japanese speakers, that might pose a bit of a problem. But I think, something that we'd be overlooking is how important pacing and timing is in comedy in general, in the English language.
For sure.
We grasp that fully and we don't have to think about it. So somebody can be really quick and really witty and very fast, and we can pick up on it and find the humor in that.
Yeah.
They're just trying to maintain that for Japanese speakers.
Yeah.
Because comedic timing is obviously just as important in Japan as it is anywhere
Without
else,
a doubt,
right?
Yeah. And different too, right?
Yeah.
And
So they establish that speed to help establish their comedy, and then they further back up, or they further need to back up that speed with facial expressions that are changing and reacting just as fast.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So in order to make a joke that's multifaceted, you got to have 800 expressions on Olivia's face to deliver it properly.
Yeah.
And when it works, it works fucking brilliantly, and you don't know what you're laughing harder at, what they just said, or the
what
look
you're
on her
seeing.
face.
Yeah.
And that's pretty perfect comedy to me.
I think it's the pair working together almost every time.
Yeah.
It's the way they like play off each other, right?
Yeah.
Like the jokes, they're one and the same.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
And I think that's super unique to this show.
Yeah.
And sorry, Mike, were you gonna say something?
no, I was just gonna say, I think they also do a really good job in character writing as far as having them play on each other and having like the right amount of different personalities.
Sure, they're different from each other enough.
They're a perfect mismatch of characters.
Yeah, it's like they are a little bit of a misfit, like
Yeah.
Motley Crue, right?
Yeah, fully.
Yeah, but like speaking more to like just the art style in general, because we kind of got a little sidetracked there. But
that's all right. We do that.
Yeah,
Tangents.
but I found like the base art style, if you could really give it one.
Yeah.
I thought it'd be really nice. Like it felt very delicate. The lines are very fine and very lightly drawn in. It's not super hard lined. You can see a little bit almost like of what feels like a pencil or like a hand drawn feel to a lot of it. And I just think it all kind of, again, it added to that facade that they want to put up.
Yeah.
That this is a really soft, sweet,
Yeah,
precious,
gentle.
cute anime. You know what I mean? And like, so if we're gonna, obviously attribute any identity to this anime, if it's that, I loved it.
Yeah.
I loved the way that this show looked.
Sure.
Generally, when it looked ugly, it was on purpose. They wanted it to,
And it was effective.
and it was very effective. They did a very good job at making things ugly or scary.
Yeah. Were you scared at certain points?
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, those faces
catches you off guard.
Yeah, that's the thing,
sure.
right? But those are the moments that I really liked the most. Is like I said. So Junji Ito, we're gonna eventually do that because
He's a horror mangaka.
Yeah, he's a horror
okay.
and like legendary status.
Just
right?
does horror, really.
Yeah, and so he there's a lot of that style in there, right? And that's the one that I really loved.
All right.
It's when all of a sudden they get really like serious, but like dark and scary,
shadowed
and
on their
brooding, very
faces.
heavy
Yeah,
shadow.
like they turn into ghouls, right?
Yeah.
Like,
I like that too. What's good about it in this show is it's like never appropriate.
Yeah,
It's never like an appropriate response to what's happening.
Yeah, like they'll do it because Olivia realizes her armpits might smell or something. You know what I mean? Like
spicy.
Yeah.
spicy,
Yeah.
spicy pits.
Yeah. Or like the teacher, they tell him it's pee and he tastes it.
That's so inappropriate, dude.
But we're ahead of ourselves.
Stop, dude. But they have the appropriate reaction to him tasting it.
Yeah, you're right.
So it's okay.
Yeah,
And
you're
then
right.
I think they use it as leverage later on.
I think they do. They use it against him. Yeah.
And then but anyway.
The laughs, man.
Yeah.
Brilliance.
Yeah.
This show is fucking brilliant.
Or the fact that like Olivia has that app that like can. It's like Pokemon Go where you're trying to catch
the
germs.
things.
Bacteria?
Yeah, the bacteria.
Yeah, just catch it all over her room.
Did you take a shit on your work folder?
Yeah.
So, what?
Yeah.
Why would I do that? What do you mean? Well, there's fecal matter on it, so.
Dude, that's another thing we can touch on briefly too. Is like the adult content is sprinkled in so gently. Like there's swear words. You know what I mean? There is some like sexuality. You know what I mean? Kind of surprising that a show doesn't lean so heavy into it.
Yeah.
That they just kind of like let it happen organically. It was very refreshing.
Restraint was shown.
Never do you see that.
It's almost as if there was a woman's touch.
Yeah, almost right.
To dehorn this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's not all toilet
it's
humor
not.
and porn humor.
It's
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's not all about fan service because that's the other thing too, right? A lot of the slapstick that you see, or the humor and comedy is also kind of adjacent to fan service in other anime.
Yeah,
right.
It just drew more attention to the fact that they consciously chose to deliver their comedy in a certain way, and they didn't want to deliver their comedy in the classic way. It was a conscious choice to do it in this
had to be.
way.
No,
Yeah.
see, I don't know if I completely agree with that because it's like it is a classic way of telling. It's like the anime bullshit that I was talking about.
Sure.
That I love. That just all in compressed.
Totally.
And
To the point where
condensed.
even the adult humor and fan service stuff is still in that condensed kind of
Yeah,
like.
yeah.
But that's the thing is like
Classic.
it's you guys are like both right because like it's all the anime bullshit that we're used to seeing, but it's handled with such nuance.
Yeah.
Because they know anime. They know themselves. They know how to approach it so that it's still giving us all the feelings we're looking for, all the triggers in our head to trigger. Oh yeah, I know what that is.
Yeah.
But not in a way that is tiring or exhausting or inappropriate.
I'll
So
be
it's
honest
like
with you, it was a little tiring and a little exhausting.
maybe by the end, but like
I think only because we ended up binging it. Like I
Yeah,
said, if I watched
probably.
this like week by week, one episode a week, I probably would have loved this way more.
I agree, man. I think I would have as well, and I think it would have been a nice little treat every week to check in on. Just know that you're getting 20 minutes of just goofy shit to just relax to.
This would have been a perfect like, hey, I'm just gonna sit. I need to eat something real quick. Have on the background while I eat and watch kind of thing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna honestly say that I probably would have given up on the show if I was watching it week to week.
That's fine.
Because I giggled a little bit and got some laughs out of it, but it's not for me big time. You know what I mean?
But you love
it's not,
slice of life.
Yeah, when it's emotional and hits hard. You know what I mean? Like this slice of life comedy, it was funny, but outside of it being funny, it's not a show that is something I would gravitate towards. You know what I mean?
So what I'm hearing is not only do you not have a soul and are heartless, you also don't have a sense of humor.
No, I laughed, dude. It's just that there's other funny stuff that's more aligned with my sense of humor that I would choose to watch instead of this.
Yeah, I know.
Boom roasted.
Boo roasted.
But I said that I laughed.
I know, I'm just joking. No, I'm picking up shades of Dragon Maid here, where it's like
Yeah.
you feel like you're a grown man who has grown man shit
Yeah.
to deal with. So watching this show about 3 little girls in a classroom is only going to take you so far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that speaks to like what Jordy was saying, like Dragon Maid too, right? Dragon Maid had a lot of adult content sprinkled in, like where like it's like she's a salary man, right? Or like has the salary job. And you know what I also find too is that the other content that you really see in here is that when
You son of a
like,
bitch.
I knew it.
You son of a bitch.
We know.
Shut up!
I knew right away, dude.
Oh, come on! I thought that one was gonna be really good.
It was. You were.
I thought that one was gonna.
We're just getting good.
Hold on,
We're all
hold on.
getting good together.
You may have got the Shweebs. You may have got them on that one, but
Yeah.
you're not going to get us.
You're not gonna get us.
Come
That's
on,
true.
I was like, yo, if you,
We-
because
but
I was gonna
also-
say, shut up for a second. If you like our content, come like and subscribe.
Please.
Tell a
Yeah.
friend. Help us out.
Do
Mikey
it.
clearly needs validation.
Yeah.
Do
Wherever
it.
you get your podcasts.
Do it.
Mostly tell people about us if you do like our content.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Word of mouth
And-
is sick.
Yeah, and not to mention, tell us something in the comments. Let us interact. Let us reply. It's fun.
Do you feel good about that now?
No, because you fucking ruined it.
We did ruin it. We did ruin it a little bit.
Or
I thought I had it.
Made
I
it
thought I
better.
Oh, fuck you both.
Remains
Fuck
to be
you
seen.
both.
Remains to be seen. All right, let's
I quit.
dig into our characters a little bit.
yeah.
I'm actually legit rattled about that.
Take a deep breath. All right, okay, we're done. So I don't know if we have to get into all the characters, but
No.
there's 3
No.
characters. Of course, we have to. So
girls.
We'll
Okay,
talk
okay.
about.
Before we talk about the actual characters,
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you what characters you are.
Okay, tell me that first.
So
Do you want to do it first, or do you want to do it after we talk about what they're all like?
Oh, I guess. Okay, fine.
Okay,
Yeah,
let's do
that.
it.
Let's do that.
Okay, so let's
okay,
talk
okay,
about
okay,
Hanako.
okay.
Hanako.
Hanako.
Let's talk about her first. So she's like kind of a spaz, a little bit
Sure
plain.
is.
She's not popular, but she's desperate to be.
She's
No,
no.
you guys.
I'm pointing.
Oh, you're pointing. I thought you were pointing at me.
No. He's real defensive of his opinions about
Yes.
this.
Okay, we all know who Mikey thinks he's not. That's for sure.
Oh my god.
Anyways, let me
Okay.
past Mikey to point out who Hanako is.
Yeah.
in
She's the one in the center.
Yeah.
Okay, the middle one.
Okay, so then we can. We are off the fucking rails right now.
We sure are.
Okay,
It's
so
late, guys. It's
Hanako,
late.
we kind of described. Olivia is foreign-ish. She sucks at stuff, but she pretends she knows shit
She has foreign parents, but
Yeah.
she was born and raised in Japan.
and speaks almost no English. And that's
Basically.
something she like kind of like lets people think she speaks English.
She pretends to be an American transfer student.
It's literally that's the reason. That's the catalyst to their becoming friends.
That's right.
Yeah.
Starts it all.
Yeah, which is
Yeah.
kind of funny.
Yeah.
And then the third girl is Kasumi.
Yes.
Yep.
On the
She's
left.
kind of shy, but also not. She's like a studious, kind of like like a good girl.
Yeah.
And she's actually good at shit because she has an older sister who teaches her everything. So everything they fuck up, she just knows how to do.
Yeah.
However, she's very bad at English.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which again,
Again,
catalyst
leads-
for creating this
Yeah.
friendship.
Yes.
And not to mention she hates men.
Yes.
Well, okay, no, I shouldn't say she hates men.
Terrified?
She's terrified.
She's terrified,
of
yeah.
IRL men.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because she loves writing about them.
Yes.
Yeah. What was it her book? Someone wrote a book about goblins.
Yeah, it was like it was her like Harry Potter book.
And
that
what
she,
were
like,
they? And then the teacher that calls them something that killed me. Fuck, I can't remember.
Yeah. Well,
Anyways.
she like makes yaoi kind of like fan books or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah. Boy love fantasy.
Yeah, boy love
books,
fantasies.
basically.
Yeah.
Okay, Mikey, now tell us who we are.
Okay. So this is who I think I want it to be.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Okay, this is what I think I want it to be.
This is more interesting than who we actually are.
But I'm going to tell you who we actually are. Okay, but it's mainly like two people I just have to switch, right? So you are 100% Olivia.
Yeah,
Jordy is Olivia.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay,
You're right, though, 100%. I'm okay with it.
I want to be Kasumi. I want to be Kasumi, and you're Hanako, but in
No, you're right. That's the other way around in real life.
But in reality,
Yeah, you're right.
Especially after my little fucking
Yeah.
Freak out there?
out.
That was definitely a Hanako
that was
moment.
a Hanako moment.
Yeah.
That was a Hanako moment. And so yes, I am Hanako.
I'm going to go with you 100% nailed it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
I like it.
Yeah,
Because, yes.
I can live with that.
Did
Yeah.
we just find our cosplay for next year's Anime North?
I'm wearing the glasses. I mean, I don't think
Yeah.
anybody would know who the fuck we're supposed to be.
Yeah.
No, absolutely not.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, that's the hard part with this, right? Especially when you have an anime where they're just wearing a school uniform and
Yeah.
they're just so generic.
Yeah.
It's a little
Right?
ambiguous.
Yeah, it's super
Yeah.
ambiguous,
Yeah.
right? That could be like tens of thousands of different anime.
Yeah.
Yeah, their character model sheets are like 1,000 anime girls.
Yeah.
However, when you watch them in action and you see their
It's
facial
personality,
abilities,
Yeah,
Yeah.
they
right.
look like no other anime characters in existence.
Yeah. It's just hard to like portray it in cosplay.
Of course,
for
of
sure.
course.
There's
yeah.
a term we used to describe my niece when she was super young. We called her a face factory.
Yeah.
These girls are face factories, dude.
For real, dude.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah.
Okay, so here's what I want to do now. I want to name some of the side characters, and if you guys want to expand on them, we can. But most of them we'll get to more in the plot later on. Of
course.
So the first dude is the one dude who has a fucking butt beam.
So that's Hanako's butler.
Yeah, and he's got a beam that comes out of his ass, and apparently it's like an alien weapon that was implanted in his butt.
Yeah. He was probed by aliens.
Yeah.
That's Maeda. Yeah.
Yeah, Maeda, and that's like you don't even find that out until later, like
And he tells it so nonchalantly. He's
Yeah.
like, "Yeah.
yeah, it's just a matter of a matter of fact.
Yeah.
and it's like and the fact that they don't explain it at the beginning is just so anime.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Yeah.
just a butt beam of destruction."
Yeah. He's
Yeah.
also he can also just build whatever they want.
Yeah.
Whatever they need.
And he also just
Robot
like
that speaks English for them, done.
yeah.
And
An
then you
inflatable
just-
kiddie pool,
Yeah.
done.
He also just like appears out of nowhere and inevitably scares the shit out of someone every time.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's mainly Hanako, like,
Yeah.
because he's always like
Yeah.
there waiting on her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty funny guy. Pretty funny guy. Okay, so at one point there's this random girl with like tribal makeup all over her.
The random girl with tribal.
It looks like
makeup.
tattoos,
Oh
but-
no, you're talking about the legendary, one of the 4 legendary pastimers.
Oh, yeah.
So she's technically supposed to be modeled after. Fuck, I always forget. It's a specific style in Japan. So
Okay.
it's all these girls who have like really like bleach blonde hair, and then they tan their face.
Yeah.
And or their skin, and
Yeah.
they have like really
There was a girl like that, if I'm not mistaken, in Beck.
yes.
And we talked about it, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we did. Yeah, because I loved her. She was one of my favorite characters in Beck.
Look at this memory I got.
Yeah, man, that's solid.
For
dude.
that show,
Well done.
anyhow.
Well done. I'm forgetting the name of that fucking character, though.
I don't know. Anyways, there's also a
Ganguro.
Ganguro. That's what it is. So
Okay.
Ganguro is a fashion trend among young Japanese women that started in the mid 90s.
okay.
So yeah,
Interesting.
distinguished by a dark tan, contrasting makeup, liberally applied by fashionistas.
Ooh, cool.
I like the way you said fashionista.
Fashionistas.
Okay, so there's also a crazy witch girl who like becomes
Yeah.
semi-important
yeah.
for a little while there.
I think
Oka.
Oka-san.
And
Yeah.
if I'm not mistaken, she's the one with the like poop voodoo doll.
Yes.
The voodoo poop doll.
That's right. Yes.
Yeah.
Which,
I kind of
if you
hoping
forgot,
she would stay.
Yeah.
since you forgot the context of that,
I don't remember why they had a voodoo poop doll.
One of their friends was sick.
Yeah.
And they were trying the voodoo doll, but they didn't know how she was sick or why she was sick.
Yeah.
So they didn't know where to stick the needles.
So they did it in
So
poop.
they stuck it like the whole front side of this voodoo doll was just a bed of needles.
Yeah.
And then the teacher comes in and it's just like, oh, like that's so nice. You're doing a voodoo doll to like help her get sick, but like, did you put any in her butt?
yeah, 'cause that's
And they're
what
just
she
like,
said.
what? She's like, oh, like she's off with like diarrhea, basically.
Yeah.
No, I thought it was hemorrhoids.
Oh, sorry, you're right. It was hemorrhoids. It was 100%
So funny.
hemorrhoids, dude. Yeah. So like, did you stick one in the butt? And that's the butt voodoo doll.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, because Oka-san thought she teleported or something.
Right.
Yeah.
Fucking weird is what it is, guys.
I was actually kind of hoping she would stay and become like a 4th member because I
Oka?
think
Yeah.
kind of liked her.
Yeah.
It was
She
either
She kind of
her-
did. She was recurring a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, the next character that I really liked, I'm getting ahead of
Yeah.
us right now, but like is Tsugumi.
Yeah. We'll talk about her in plot because
Yeah.
there's some interesting shit around her that happens later.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's 2 other characters I thought were worth mentioning. Sensei, of course, who is like so wholesome and like kind of dumb, but he's like super. All he wants is for the girls to have a good time. Like he's pro pastimers.
Yeah.
To the point where like he sells the shit out of a Kamehameha because he thinks that's what the girls want, like in the hallway.
Yeah.
Like he takes it like Vegeta or something. You know what I mean?
And like no, and like literally breaks his back over it.
Yeah.
And then you see all the different references of like Sailor Moon.
Yeah.
And like it's so good.
That was funny.
That was actually really funny.
The last character I want to bring up is Olivia's brother, who is a literal piece of shit.
Oh yeah.
Like a son of a bitch. And Hanako thinks she's going to fall in love with him before she meets him, and then is rattled that he sucks.
Yeah.
At one point he shows up and he's talking about the little girls and he says something like, praise be to raw middle schoolers. And I'm like, ew, this guy's disgusting.
Okay, so I don't know if you've actually experienced this yet in any of the animes, because he's technically portrayed as your stereotypical otaku, like shut-in.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what he's modeled after.
Okay.
And so some of those more negative, like stereotypes.
Yeah.
Right. But a lot of people play on that.
Okay. Well, he's gross.
But he has beautiful eyes.
That is true. Well, also, isn't he like a white guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He has beautiful blue eyes.
Like Olivia.
Me too.
Yeah.
Same with me. Also Olivia.
Yeah. With the sister
wow.
complex.
Same.
Wow.
Same.
I'm going to go watch this for the 5th time through, just
Yeah.
imagining the 3 of them as us.
Yeah. Is it going to make it better or worse though?
Gotta make it better.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is it going to make it sexier?
No.
Okay.
I don't know. Actually. Yeah, I don't know.
All right. Let's get into the plot
Well,
of
no,
the show.
Mike, you wanted to talk about Tsugumi, right?
Oh, do we want to? Yeah. Okay. You can talk about her.
Well, if we're gonna get through it with plot, like
There is kind of like a whole plot point around
Yes.
this.
Sure, yeah.
We'll get into that.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
So we already established the concept, right? There's like an American. I'm going to do a lot of air quotes in my establishing of the plot. So there's an American exchange student.
Yes.
And her friend,
Yeah.
who's desperately popular, right? And then there's the boring, plain, nerdy girl who gets her boob slapped in the first 5 minutes of the first episode.
Yeah.
And I'm like, are these 3 going to be friends? That's my first thought. I was like,
Yeah.
this is the show I'm about to watch?
Yeah.
And then they form the Pastimers Club.
Yeah.
Dude, hold on. Let me just say right off the bat, like one
Yeah.
of the very first scenes, dude.
Yeah.
The fucking fingers up the nose.
Yeah. Yeah. What the
Yeah.
fuck, man?
fucking destroyed me, dude. That was my first, like, I think, significant laugh.
Yeah.
And I don't think I ever stopped after that, man. I
Jesus,
just kept
dude.
fucking laughing, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. And some of those games that they played too, like it just brought me right back to like playing a lot of those, like doing rock paper scissors, and you have to like blow on your 2 fingers if you lose, and like smacking each other with them.
I never did
Oh,
that.
yeah.
I never did
Maybe
that.
it's
There's
just
a
an
lot of
Asian thing.
No, there's a lot of crap we got up to, like, during indoor recess.
Yeah.
Like, in
Yeah.
school, like, when
Yeah.
it was raining outside and you
Yeah.
have to play indoors, like Bloody Knuckles and, like,
Sure.
Yeah.
paper cut games.
One
like that.
kid learns it from his brother, and then it becomes
Yeah.
a trend for like a few
Yeah.
days.
Yeah, except these girls aren't, like, fucked up, sadistic little boys.
no,
You
you're
know,
right.
They're cute girls who
Yeah.
do cute little games.
Yeah,
That also end up doing really sadistic things.
a little bit sometimes. Yeah,
Through that same
Yeah.
pathway,
Yeah.
they get sadistic. Yeah.
Well, I mean, they just straight up say like their internal monologue is like, oh yeah, I'm gonna take advantage of this. Right? I'm
Yeah.
gonna see how if I can make her do it.
yeah. Well, and they all have different agendas too, right? Like that's the
course.
thing
Yeah.
too.
Well, Hanako at one point plays a game with them to try to make them both say poo.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Which is like,
Because why not?
Why not?
I guess, yeah. Did she? I don't remember. Did they say poo?
I don't remember now. Yeah,
probably.
Okay.
There's there were so many vignettes that it's hard to keep track.
Well, we'll
Yeah.
touch on a few of them. We don't have to touch on them all. So, okay, so the exchange student is actually, like we said, a white girl born in Japan. She speaks no English, but the reason they become friends is because she promises English lessons.
That's right.
And so they become a little group.
Give me chocolate.
So, yeah, dude. And they're like, she's like, I don't think that's how they talk. And she's like, no, that's how you only know like from school. That's how we talk like when we're just hanging
Just
out.
casually.
Yeah, that's how we talk. Yeah. So I actually thought that this was gonna be before I knew the format of the show. I thought this was gonna be like a long play plot point.
Okay.
Like that she was gonna keep it up with the girls and like, you know what I
Sure.
mean, and that was gonna be a joke. But
Yeah.
like that's not how the show's set up.
No.
It's a one and done.
It's done.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Yeah, moving on. And that was it, right? Yeah, so then basically, it's a series of mishaps, right? With
Yeah.
hugely embellished, everything's intense, right?
Yes.
Then
They occasionally almost get shut down, their club, and
Yeah.
they have to fight to keep it together
Totally.
a few times.
a couple
but
times, but other than that,
Other than that, it's just
is what it is.
whatever they're up to.
Yeah.
yeah.
So we already talked about the playing in the pool and the water seeps in the hallway. And then the teacher comes and they don't want him to see them in their bathing suits.
That's right.
So they're like, it's pee.
Yeah.
They're like, she couldn't hold it.
Yeah.
And I can't remember what his justification is, but he's like, I gotta taste it.
Yeah, I think it's because maybe he doesn't believe them or something.
Yeah.
And so he has to like check.
Yeah.
Yeah. But there's much better ways of checking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, the darkness on his face when he was saying, I must taste it, that was what the best of those
But then
moments.
also like the darkness on his face when he realized that they lied to him.
Yeah.
Like that was like definitely they built the emotional apex of that scene to be the fact that he felt lied to in that moment.
Yeah.
Not the fact that he was
tasted
willing
pee.
to try and taste their piss, dude. And that's what I mean,
shit,
where
dude.
it's like there's so many ways to approach that sequence that it comes out creepy in the end.
Yeah.
And the way they went about it,
It didn't go there.
It didn't
It
go
didn't
there.
go
there.
It
It
was
didn't go there.
masterfully done.
It's well done.
Yeah.
Okay, so another one is the other club wants to use their room. This is one of those instances where they want to keep their club.
Yeah,
and they
the
decide,
shogi club.
They decide to compete for it, right? And
Yeah.
what do they compete with? Shoe toss competition.
Shoe toss.
And what's the outcome? The other leader ends up in the hospital.
yeah, fully paralyzed and not able to actually play shogi anymore.
Yeah, and that's why they get to keep their club, because that club is like, well, she's hospitalized and stuck at home in a hospital bed, so the club meets at her house now.
Yeah.
That's why they get to keep their room.
Yeah.
And then at the end
Such
of
a
that,
good technicality, dude.
At the end of that episode, they're all sitting around a table and they look at each other, and one of them goes like, "Yeah, we took that too far." That's the punchline of that episode, dude.
Okay, but like, tell me that's not us. That is totally.
How
us.
many times do we end the conversation with like, that got weird?
We took that too far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it went there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Monster Musume was a really good example.
We went there. We sure did.
Yeah.
Hey guys, go watch that episode if you haven't yet.
Give it a
It's
go,
Fucking
yeah.
really sick.
Don't
Yeah.
bother with the show though. It's fucking creepy.
I mean,
I think our episode might be better than the entirety of the show.
it
Just
might
saying.
be. I mean, we're biased, but
yeah.
We're
you
also
can
right.
you can judge for yourself. Okay, let's talk for a second about the banana papers. So there's like a book of like all the mishaps that the Passheimer Club have got into.
Yes.
And it's like a record of all like everything that could get them shut down.
The banana papers.
Yeah. And this is the
What a
first
weird name
I
for
don't
that,
it
too.
doesn't have any context at all. It's just
Yeah.
a name out of nowhere for it.
My understanding was like you slip on a banana peel,
That was the only
Yeah.
thing you can think of.
right?
Yeah, that makes sense. But I just felt like that was just too on the nose.
Yeah.
For this show though,
I guess, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I like nothing is too anything for me in this show. I expect it to always be too much of everything.
Yeah,
all the
that's
time.
fair.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Too
It
on the
is.
nose.
You're right.
Of course, the show is too
Everything
on the
about
nose.
it is, yeah.
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 yeah. Fucking punched in the nose and then bleeding.
But yeah. Maybe.
Pretty much, yeah. Could happen.
Yeah.
Okay, so who ends up finding this? Because they don't want it to get out, right? But someone does end up finding it, and it's your girl who you wanted to talk about. What's her name again?
Sugumi.
Sugumi.
Yeah, so she finds it, and immediately she's like, I'm going to hang on to this, and I'll be able to use it against them later. And then you don't hear about her for a couple more episodes. But we can jump to it now if you want, because there's nothing linear about this at all.
Of course,
So
yeah.
when you do meet her again, she has the papers, and she kisses Kazumi. Like by accident or something? I
No,
can't
that wasn't by
remember.
accident. That was just like, hey, thanks.
But she makes it seem like she's fucking with them by kissing them. Because I think
She
everything
is.
she's doing is to fuck with them.
She is.
Yeah.
you think so? Because I actually shipped those two.
Oh no, I'm not saying that there isn't maybe some like, you know how kids are, right? When they're
Yeah,
teasing
yeah.
each other, it's because they like each other. I'm
Yeah.
not saying that that's not there, but she's definitely intentionally trying to fuck with
She
them.
loves they can't get a
yeah.
read on her. She
Yeah.
loves it, right?
Yeah.
I do
Yeah.
agree with that part, but
Yeah.
that's like a group as a whole. But I think between her and Kasumi,
Yeah.
like I think Sugumi actually likes, you know.
I believe
Yeah,
it.
yeah, but
I can ship it.
it comes out in teasing.
yeah.
That's
Yeah,
what I
yeah,
mean.
yeah, okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like I shouldn't. Like I say, like they fuck with them. Like
Yeah.
she teases them.
Yeah.
and especially she teases Hanako. You know what I mean?
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the whole reason she has the banana paper. She's like, I kind of just want to fuck with them.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know
what
So,
I mean?
so talking about Sugumi, the one thing that I wish they did a little bit more of instead of just kind of, you know, playing on it
Yeah.
was them alluding to whether if she was actually
Otokonoko? Yeah.
Male at sex or male sex at birth, right?
Well, yeah. Otokonoko is like a term in Japan that they use for men who display like overwhelming female characteristics.
Okay,
That can either be through being like actually trans or from just being like effeminate or feminine looking.
They did spend a lot of time trying to figure this out. Like, and their like main method was like, we got to see it under her skirt. We got to get under there.
Yeah. Well, because they overhear Sugumi. She breaks up with a boy, saying that like it's because they have the same thing down there.
And she says
Takes the completely
and then
out of context.
and then she gets kissed, and she's like, "Something's the fuck up here."
Hold on a second. Yeah. And then their adolescent school brains were just like, "We
got to see that package.
There's only one explanation for.
We got to see what's under the hood." Yeah.
And to me, like, it's obviously like super like problematic and like
yeah,
not okay.
that's what I thought too.
But. Is that not how kids thought at that age?
It is for sure.
Fully, we're not capable of understanding anything more than that.
So
we weren't taught anything more than that, right? So yeah.
I think for me is like, I get that point because I do like the idea of like kids trying to figure that out and what that actually looks like for a child to explore that curiosity.
Yeah.
What I wish happened was that it was solidified and then I saw the representation. Right, because I think that since they didn't do that, it's become more problematic.
Well, they left it in the realm of joke.
Yeah,
do you know what
right.
I mean? And they didn't give you any conclusion or any finality to it. Yeah.
Yeah, right. So leaving it in the realm of joke makes me feel like it's problematic.
Feels a little bit more exploitative.
Agreed.
Than celebratory.
I agree.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I would have liked it to be more celebratory and having that, and then shipping them those two.
And it's a shame because it wouldn't have taken much for them to affirm it.
Yeah.
And then just continue on as
I mean,
usual.
let's be serious. They're smart as shit, these writers. They could have figured that out.
Yeah.
And listen, maybe this is a cultural thing. You know
Could
what I
be.
mean? Where
Yeah.
we're
Agreed. Too.
we're in
Yeah,
a little bit more of a progressive society, I guess, in some ways.
Yeah.
In some ways, it's definitely in that way.
Yeah.
And where we're like, itching for it, and we're like, bring it on. We want more of this in our content.
I like seeing representation.
Of course,
it's nice.
of course, we
Totally.
do, right? Maybe it just wouldn't test as well with audiences over there.
Could be.
Maybe it would be divisive. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah,
I want to think that it wasn't any sort of ignorance on the part of the creators of this, and that maybe there was some sort of studio interference or cultural kickback, right?
Yeah. No, I hear
Benefit
that.
of the doubt.
Yeah.
I hope. Absolutely.
I hope.
I hear what you're saying.
But I don't know if it is.
True.
I guess the other thing too. What was this rated? Was this rated PG? Because there's some jokes in there. There's
they
like
say
there's no
swear
fucking-
words.
This
and-
is
Yeah,
the manga itself is a seinen.
It is a seinen. Okay.
So it is literally targeted at young adult males that are not shown in age, so not teenagers. Like
This is targeted at males?
We're talking,
What?
18 and up.
Doesn't make any sense to me.
Now that's like seinen, like they're slapping that title on it. That doesn't mean that it doesn't have appeal to girls as well.
Yeah.
Fully
It's just
could,
the-
right.
Sure. Yeah.
They're just
the
slapping a label on it.
demographic.
All right.
This does have a massive
Well, so did
male following, just
so
like
did
Dragon
Maid. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Absolutely.
All right, weird.
Oh, so because that's the other thing. Like, I haven't really heard of Asobi Asobase, so I don't know what the actual following is on this. Yeah, so it has a big cult following.
Oh yeah, massive following. Yeah, people are like absolutely adore this.
Yeah.
And the manga is quite popular. Like, 13 tankobons, like 13 volumes of manga is a pretty solid run.
That's a good run. Yeah.
Yeah,
Sick.
sure. Yeah.
Okay, there's a couple other vignettes I think we should touch on before we move on. So the next one I want to talk about is there's like a series of vignettes about boobs.
Yes.
One of them is Olivia's boobs smell, and of course everyone just freaks the fuck out about it for various reasons.
Dude. Oh my god.
And
dude.
then, but it's okay.
No, it's not boobs that smell. It's her fucking armpits that smell.
It comes up on two separate occasions. This is literally a joke they call back to.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure the first time it's coming from like her, like she's got like boob sweat going on.
Yeah.
And then
that's
they bring it back around in a later episode, and it's her armpits.
Oh, okay.
So
okay.
the way they make her feel okay about it is one girl says like, it's okay because you're under the government odor limit. That's one girl's answer. And then the other girl's answer is like, well, some guys like that smell.
Yeah.
Which is, she's not wrong, but also like, it was really funny.
But also a hard sell
Yeah.
for a girl in, elementary school to understand
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
guys might like that smell.
Exactly.
A hard sell.
That is a hard sell, dude. So that vignette is literally just like them freaking out about that, and then they make up and go for ice cream.
Yep.
Which was fucking hilarious to me. The other boob one, they called it boob tragedy, where Kasumi has like way too big boobs and none of her clothes fit, and so they just like each take a go at like cutting up and sewing her clothes, and they
Dude.
all look fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
I
dude.
was fucking dying.
What I think was Hanako. I can't remember if it was Hanako or Olivia. They like literally sewed on button nipples.
yeah, yeah,
Little circles.
yeah.
To cover, yeah. It's like, oh, there's just not enough fabric in the chest,
Yeah.
so we'll cut out holes
Yeah.
and just put in more fabric.
Fucking
and it ends
ridiculous,
up
dude.
being these two little button nipples.
Yeah, fucking ridiculous, dude.
She's just standing there like, how does
Yeah.
it look?
Yeah,
Obviously horrible.
yeah,
Dude, I couldn't stop laughing, man. That
Jesus,
shit
dude.
destroyed me.
yeah.
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 Okay, so another one. They do bring back this whole Olivia is English speaking like gag later on, because she gets picked for like the English contest at school, obviously, because the teacher doesn't know either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, of course, everyone freaks the fuck out.
Yeah.
And it's hilarious. And then it's like this other girl gets chosen. They like pawn it off on some other girl, right? But before that, they're like, oh, don't worry, we'll teach you English because your grandfather has an English speaking sex doll that looks like you. Dude, and I hate that fucking doll, dude. It was so like the most disturbing thing in the show. But then
Yeah.
it becomes
Oh my God.
sentient
Yeah.
Yeah.
and starts talking dirty, and I kind of love it.
And then it's like, no, I need to talk dirty. I can talk dirty. Fuck you.
Yeah, yeah. I hated it at first because it was really creepy, but then I loved it because I was like, oh yeah, I would hang with that doll.
Oh my God.
I would hang with that sentient
They
sex
just
doll.
they lean into it, you know what
Yeah.
I mean? And
Yeah.
like I appreciate that they don't
Also appreciate it.
they don't hold back.
Also appreciate it. Okay, so I mentioned the space porno up earlier, and I lied. I do have notes for it. I don't know why it ended up in both sections of my notes, but so they're filming it for the cultural festival. That's their contribution, right?
Right.
And the president of the clubs, obviously, and with good reason, is like, nope.
Yeah.
That's the president of all clubs, right?
The school president.
And so then they're like, well, we have to get it approved, right? So how are we going to do it? So they just start sending people to grovel for them. And who do they send? They send Butt Blast Man and Olivia's brother. The two worst people to make a case for them.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Oh,
And then
come on, but Olivia's brother, he's got 2 PhDs. Come on, the guy's
Yeah.
got to know what he's doing.
he's the worst dude
But
in the
if you
show.
look into his eyes, if you look into his blue eyes, you might get lost in them.
That didn't happen, though. That's not how that turned out.
No, instead, the vice president almost killed a person.
Yeah. Yeah, that was
shit,
crazy.
dude.
Yeah, because like the president, like the vice president is like just going off to the boys' school all the time.
Yeah.
Right? And the president's like, well, I want to go to the boys' school. But she just can't figure out a way to convince the vice president, like, I should go do the duties that are mine. She just can't figure it out.
Yeah.
And then, there's this boy who shows up and, like, gets killed. And our girls obviously, like, come across what they think is a corpse under the desk. And that also unfolds hilariously. Fucking ridiculous, dude.
Dude, I can't even fucking think about the moments in this show without fucking
It's funny,
dying.
man. The last one worth talking about is like the little chibi murder video game they end up playing at the end.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and they misunderstand the game at first. Like, it's so cool. Look at how cute it is. And then one of them just gets shot in the head, dead,
blown away,
Yeah, immediately. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, of course, they get competitive, which makes
Yeah.
sense because that's their nature, right?
That is-
And then
yeah,
They
name of the
find
game.
out later.
in a massive twist of events, it's the other team that they hospitalized their leader that they're
Yeah,
like
the
fighting
Shogi
against.
Club.
Yeah, which is pretty funny. Yeah, and that's kind of it. The one thing that was a qualm, I think, in the end is the only little arc that was more than one vignette was like their movie for the cultural festival.
Yeah.
They spent a couple like of their like little clips trying to get their movie approved.
Yep.
But then they never got to the cultural festival, and I was like, that's how you close your show. You go to the festival.
Yeah.
You
That
play the
would've been-
movie. You offend everybody. You know
That
what
would
I
have been
mean?
a cool ending.
That would be.
They didn't go
That
there.
would be cool.
Yeah.
I mean,
No,
that would also be very on par with like a lot of cultural festival arcs in anime too,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, there's always one.
There's
Oh, yeah,
always a
always.
cultural festival. We didn't get there with this one.
But-
I wished it did.
Granted, like again, like we always say, this is based off a manga. We
Yeah.
didn't read the manga.
That's
That
true.
could have totally been where they were heading in the
Yeah.
manga.
Yeah.
Who knows, right?
It also is, like I said, like comic strips, and like each one just stands alone, and maybe they just stood alone, and that's it. Maybe we were never supposed to get there. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind it either way, to be honest
Yeah.
with you.
Yeah.
I'm just so fucking thrilled that I got to force both of you to watch this. Honestly, like I'm on fucking cloud 9 right now, guys. I
He's
hope you
beaming
know that.
more than
Yeah.
when we watched Dragon Maid. by
Yeah,
a lot.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think you guys also like this generally maybe a bit better than Dragon Maid.
Yeah, I do.
Okay, you know what? That's a good segue to like, let's rate this.
Okay, but also answer the question.
I will answer it when I
Oh,
answer.
okay.
I'll
Yeah.
answer the question before I rate it. So here's the thing with Dragon Maid. Dragon Maid was neither of them take themselves too seriously, but Dragon Maid wasn't that funny. Do you know what I
Wasn't
mean?
as funny.
Yeah, and it was like it made me a little uncomfortable, whereas this show didn't at all.
Yeah, can I quickly just explain a huge difference that we're looking at here?
Sure.
Asobi Asobase, written and created by a female mangaka.
Yeah.
Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid, written and created by a male hentai mangaka.
Oh, of course.
Okay.
That's very without knowing that, that's very obvious.
Right, but I'm just
Yeah.
saying, you look at the difference of handling of certain themes and
Yeah.
certain characters
Yeah.
and tropes
Oh.
between the two,
Yeah.
and how different all of a sudden
Yeah.
and obvious it all starts making sense. You know,
Yeah.
the lowly
Yeah.
characters and the big titties and stuff, and this one having very little of any of that.
Yeah.
Oh, you're not gonna like my answer.
Okay. What do you like better?
Dragon Maid.
Okay.
Wow, all right. Yeah, because you're a fucking freak.
Yeah.
Is why.
Well, okay, no. So
He
here-
likes titties.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's
No,
okay.
Well, let me explain
It's
this for a
because
second
in
here. Let
Dragon
me
Maid you felt comfortable picking a waifu, and in this show you didn't.
I cannot pick away from this one.
I think
Absolutely
deep,
not.
deep down
There's
in your
no-
head you have one. You're just not going to say
No,
it.
I don't actually. I really don't have one.
Okay.
But it's the thing with it is this wasn't a bingeable show to me, right? And it didn't go
Yeah.
anywhere. Where I felt like at least with Dragon Maid, there was an arc, right? It did go somewhere, right? Like
Somewhat.
Kobayashi, right? They pretend to get married at the end.
Yeah,
right?
it's all about, can Kobayashi stay, or is she gonna have to
Yeah.
go back home? You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah,
That's
right.
kind of an overarching plot,
Right, and that was also a show I think that was bingeable, right? Like I did enjoy actually watching it
Multiple episodes?
multiple episodes in a row because I was like, I didn't get tired of it. Like I was
Sure.
just kind of curious, even despite all the fan service and whatnot,
Yeah.
right? So I think that's why.
Interesting.
Yeah, mainly.
Well, it's interesting because I know this is kind of a weird comparison to make, but whatever, it just happened in my head. How you've talked about in the past with food, how you'd rather eat it's the opposite
Oh, yeah,
actually, but
we
you'd rather
did.
eat 10,000 things as opposed to one big thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Have you ever
Yeah, because we talked about this today.
Yeah.
Right? Like, because we were both hungry and side note, we went
Yeah.
to the mall and I'm like, I just want a little bit of everything. And I really think it comes down to me being Korean and the way I eat Korean food comes out. Because everything's a side dish.
Yeah.
Right? Like
Yeah.
you get a bowl of rice
Yeah.
and you get all these things called panchan. And there's all these different, 50 dishes come out.
Yeah.
And so I just want a little bit of everything.
But with this, it's the opposite.
Yeah, that's
You
true.
you didn't want so many little side dishes. You wanted
Something
few
a bit
more
meatier.
big courses.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Because
guess
this is the panchan.
Well,
of-
the difference is that this is
yeah.
not food. This is TV.
this is
yeah, I
this
guess
is
that's
true.
well, this is something to be enjoyed and consumed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's not that different,
I mean,
asshole.
Complete different sensory experience. is
But
all
a
I'm saying.
sensory experience all the same.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Fine.
Yep. Yeah. But anyway, well, so we'll get to you last. But Jordy,
Okay.
what do you rate this?
Like I said, found it kind of a hard watch, but it was loaded with laughs, and I was almost on the edge of hate watching it,
Yeah.
but still laughing. Do you know what I mean? But now, especially after writing my notes and then talking it back with you guys, it's definitely sits in my mind in a place of endearment.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna throw it a 7 out of 10.
Oh, I like that.
I'm not. You probably won't catch me rewatching this, but I would definitely watch another season, especially if I was watching with you guys and
Let's
laughing my
go.
fucking head off. So
yeah,
that's
I
where I'm
think-
at with it.
And I think I'm the same too. So I'm not gonna give it a 7. I'm gonna give it so I originally was gonna give this a 5 or a 6. Like it gets
Okay.
a pass, right? But it wasn't.
Please dig yourself out of this hole you're digging with me right now. Go on. I'm ready.
But after doing this podcast and having some laughs over the crazy shit, I will give it a 6.5 or 7.
Okay, well, one of those is okay, and one of them
Mikey's
is not.
classic double score.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, at least it's not a triple or quadruple.
Yeah.
It's a solid 6.
Yeah.
6.5.
It's a
7.
mid to
Solid
high,
7.5.
high level anime.
No, it's a 6.5.
Mid to low,
6.5.
mid to high.
It's a 4.
Yeah. No.
I give this a 7. I give this a 7.
Thank you.
There we are.
This gets a 7.
We got him there.
Honestly,
We tied. I thought this
I
was
just
going to be
got
the first
peer
time.
pressured, guys.
Yeah. Well,
guys, I'm going to retire from podcasting today. Today.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because I can't imagine a sweeter victory than that. You guys just gave that 7 out of 10.
Yeah, because I
For
was
a
coming
show that-
in, I'm gonna
Hating
give
it.
Yeah, giving it a 5 or
Yeah.
a 6.
You
Yeah.
got bullied. You got bullied into that 7.
Yeah.
No, but here's the thing: 5 or 6 is still a passing grade.
It sure
It's
is.
still a
It
passing
sure
grade.
is.
It's
Yeah.
not like a fail.
It sure
it's
is.
a passing grade. I love the median regardless.
But let me just
but-
say, I'm so good at this. Oh my god, I'm
Jesus,
so good at this.
Jay. Holy shit.
Because you know what? I did the same thing with Dragon Maid, Jordy. Because I sat across from you back in our old format
yeah.
when I had to sit alone across from you and
Yeah.
just take you on without my guardian spirit here beside me.
It's a 3-way team, guys. You're a 3-way team.
And I fucking
Triples is best.
I backed you down from straight up bestiality accusations.
Yeah.
into you guys, I'll give you a little insight. A few weeks later, messaging me being like, I can't stop thinking about Dragon Maid. The dude admitted that, okay?
Yeah.
So I won then, and I won again this time because
Yeah.
I made both of you love this show.
All right.
I made both of you guys love this show in the last hour.
Well, I already gave it that score. I just like.
On the books,
Yeah.
a 7?
Yeah.
That didn't come from just this?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I still win.
Yeah.
Just a little
Yes.
less dramatically than I thought.
Sorry to take it away from you.
I thought I bumped.
the wind out of his sails.
I thought I bumped both
Yeah.
of you guys at least 0.5 up, if not 1 point from this conversation.
You definitely got the 1 point from this conversation.
You did very good,
you.
Jay.
Thank you.
We're
You
very
did.
proud of you.
Thanks,
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah. Take it for now.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah. what do
I
you give it,
don't
Jay?
I don't think this is a perfect show by any means. I also sometimes just kind of have to turn it off.
Yeah.
At a
Yeah.
certain point, I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That being said, I also find myself craving this show where no other show is going to scratch that itch for me, or give me what this show gives me. So, based on that, I'm going to give this an 8.5 out of 10.
Bam.
Wow, that's pretty high.
Yep.
Well,
8.5.
8.5, yeah.
I love all 3 of these girls. I would take a bullet for them.
Wow.
A cartoon
Would you
bullet.
take a butt beam for them?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Would you take that?
goddamn
Bumpy?
right I would.
Yeah.
And that fucking thing would destroy you.
It would, yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. It's like a laser diarrhea straight
Yeah.
to the face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, I hope they make another season. It'd be really cool. There's also 2 like little special OVA episodes that maybe we can hunt down together and watch
right.
as a group, and that'd be fun.
Yeah, that'd be
But,
fun.
Yeah. But anyways, yeah.
Anyway.
Cool.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's our episode on
That's it, guys.
Asobi Asobase.
Go watch
Asobase.
this. Go watch this. It's fucking
Yes.
funny. You're gonna
yes,
laugh.
Yes.
It's a good time.
Yeah.
You know what I think? Also, if you have any suggestions on what anime we should do next, write it in
Yeah.
the comments.
Yeah. We might ignore you for months at a time, but that doesn't mean we don't love you.
No.
Yeah, no,
We're
it's
getting
not-
there,
it's
I
not-
promise.
It's not. We don't. We've taken suggestions before.
We have, but
yeah.
we've also left some on the cutting room floor.
That's
I think.
Yeah,
that's
that's
actually that's very true too.
Yeah.
Cool. And only because Jordy isn't there yet.
Yeah, guys,
Yeah.
we have
Yeah.
a system to some of this. It's not completely random.
At the very
Yeah.
least, we'll tell you, yeah, it's on the list, and then not ever get to it.
Yeah, but it's on there.
Yeah.
It's on there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And-
Don't
well,
be discouraged.
Well, I mean, before we do JoJo, we have to do Fist of the North Star, so
Yeah.
that's a must.
Baby steps.
Yeah, so baby steps. 'Cause
Thank
North,
you.
Yeah, Fist of the North Star is a huge one.
Thank you for that.
Do you know what I do want to do? Because going back to Tsugumi and representation, like I think we should watch Princess Jellyfish. Have you seen that one?
I don't know.
Oh, it's really, really cute and really endearing.
Princess Jellyfish.
Princess Jellyfish.
Okay.
Yeah, that's another cute one.
It's
That's
on the list, guys.
It's on the list. Okay, anyway, we're fucking digressing again.
That's all right.
Before we go,
Before we go, yes, guys.
we have a special shout out.
Yes, we do have a special shout out. If you are watching this particular one, you might have noticed that the cameras and quality is much nicer. I'm still working out the lighting.
Look at all the hairs on my mustache, the
Yeah,
individual
you can
hairs.
see his pores.
Look how bad my rosacea is.
Yeah. Maybe we can
Check
get.
out the hairs on my nipples.
See, this is what I'm talking about. We got fucking weird.
Now we just got demonetized.
Yeah.
No.
So
They're
this
man
is us
nipples. Man
getting to
nipples are allowed.
The umpteenth degree again.
Ooh, there it is.
But anyway, so this is a special thank you for these cameras in partnership with Never Not Kittens, who has sponsored us with these cameras to help us out. Never Not Kittens is actually a kitten rescue. So please,
It's
go
the
check
best
them.
kitten rescue.
Yeah, there's lots
Number
of
one.
Yeah, fucking cute kittens. Lisa Lee, she works hard. She works long hours with these kittens. She does all the prenatal kittens with mamas and giving birth and all that stuff. And
I've
fostering
literally
them.
witnessed her save kittens' lives
Yeah.
in front of my face in real time, like an absolute fucking like angel from heaven. It's
Hell yeah.
insane.
It's
absolutely
unfucking real.
insane. Yeah.
Yeah.
So please go check out her stuff. It's Never Not Kittens on social. She's got a TikTok. That's where she does most of the
Her TikTok
interacting.
is fucking sick, and Mikey's all over it too. It's super
And also cats.
Cats.
cute. But also Mikey.
Nekos. Neko.
No, really, Never Not Kittens, guys. It is like, you know, an incredible rescue and more than worth your time of looking into them and donating and supporting the fuck out of them.
Hell yeah.
Whatever you can donate would be great. They're a non-profit.
Yes.
Ichi ni nyo.
Wow.
Arigato.
And yeah, Never Not is like our is a new sponsor for us, guys.
Yes.
And we're really stoked on the partnership with them, and you know, we hope that this evolves into a lot of really cool, exciting stuff with
Hell yeah.
Never Not Kittens. Because we
Definitely.
love kittens.
We love kittens.
We even have some in some of our episodes. You see them
Yeah.
fucking with us sometimes.
Son of a bitch, Toad.
Don't talk shit on Toad.
I love Toad, but he's a bastard.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's true. He's
Yeah.
a really cute
We'll,
cat.
we'll introduce you guys to Toad sometimes. The Shmanime kittens will get an intro.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Should we
All
call
right,
them
guys.
Neckos?
Yeah.
Yeah,
of
Neko.
course.
Schneckos?
Yeah.
Schneckos?
Necko,
I'm an
Nico.
idiot. Leave me alone.
Anyway, we're gonna leave now.
Okay,
All
don't
right,
come
guys.
and look at me at reaching in on Instagram because, like I said, I'm an idiot and leave me alone, please.
Yeah. You can find me Korean Barbecue 86 on Instagram. Most of the time, I'm actually on TikTok now at what is our TikTok?
Shmanime Pod. You can find us Shmanime Pod at any of socials, but yeah, hang out on TikTok with us. We're giving it a go there.
Yeah, and then keep a lookout for the Discord. I still need to fucking do that. I got this fucking thing, but
We're working on it. We'll get there.
Yeah, I'll get there. Anyway, Jay, where can people find you, buddy?
At hanger.91 on Instagram. I'm doing some shirts and some art and some shit like that. And
That's dope.
Yeah, keep an eye out. Yeah.
Okay, that's it.
See you guys.
Ichi ni nyo.
Meow.